Sat Sri Akal. Today I'm going to show you how to make palettes for painting. So what I've done for molds, I made these discs out of clay and I fired them vitrified, but you can also make bisqueware. Bisqueware works much better because they are more permeable and it dries faster. So here the edges are sharp, but the other side I made it smoother so that it can come out easily. If you have spare carom board coins, you can file them on one side and another side will be sharp. It works like this. I've also made little larger ones like this. These are made of paper clay and I have not fired because paper clay lasts, it's strong. I'll fire them later or I might not fire them. So I'm going to show you how I use this and make mold to make a palette. Come, let's see now. So I've rolled out a slab and I'm smoothing the edges, softening them. Now I'm going to lay these molds that I have made. So the sharp side will go on the top. So I hope this sits well, and once I have adjusted this, I'll give enough space for the clay to be around. I'll use these bigger palettes at the bottom, and now that I have aligned them, I'll flip this. Okay. So I'm going to push them. I have a damp sponge that I'm going to push it around and make sure that this becomes a slump mold. You see it's cracking a bit because the clay got a little dry. That's okay, we are going to sponge it, and I'm using porcelain. So porcelain is stark white, so the colors that you use, they pop up. And porcelain is a very good medium where it's very sticky, so it nicely sticks inside. Even if it slightly cracks, you can just compress it. I was thinking maybe you can also use carom board coins. I don't know whether you call it coins for the carom board thingies, and though it has sharp on all the sides, but you have a spare ones, maybe you can round it off on the corners and try if that works for you. Okay, I'm pushing with my fingers inside because I want deep grooves. It's cracking up. So it's a peak summer in Hyderabad and clay gets very dry. You can also use when it's slightly dryish but not dry. That's a very good time when you can drape it. So now I'm done with this. I'll see wherever I have little excess and I'll try cutting it. So I'll make this now straighten. What we have done is we have enlarged it on the sides and I'm cutting it like this. I'll cut it on all the sides and make it roundish on the corners so that you don't hit anybody. And I have left a longer space here so that I can make grooves for the brush to sit on it. Okay, so now I'm going to sponge on the edges, make it softer on the edges and on the round corners. You see the sponge? This is designed by my dog. When she was young, she used to chew up everything. Even my Crocs are designed by her. I don't wear ordinary Crocs. They are designed by my dog. Let me show you. See? Designed by my dog. Okay, so I'll let it dry a bit. Once I pick it up, Then I'll make the grooves for the brushes to sit on it, and then we'll continue it. Now that we have this slightly dried up, I'll lift it up, and then you can see how beautifully it looks. Though it cracked here, we can fix this. You don't have to worry about this. Okay, and here I'm going to lift it up and make a stand for the brushes to sit here. So I have these diamond core diamond core blades, which are mounted on pencils, gifted by my friend, and I'm going to make holes here, a small notch for the brushes to sit on it. So we have to make sure that this is larger than 10% than what we need, because 10 to 12% is what the clay shrinks. So we'll see if the brush sits here, and we'll make few more notches. We are not going to do it very close to the edges, and we are not going to do close to each other because they can just tear them apart. So I'll start from here and here, and then see what works. These diamond core blades are super duper sharp. I absolutely adore them. I think every studio should have them.
So Echo is quite new, right? So you have been.
I am on video. Your voice is recording.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll let it dry a bit, and then do the finishing with the sponge here, and we are good to go. So they'll sit like this, and whatever we have here, we'll just again sponge it and make it a little even. What we can also do is take some scraps of clay and make it a little gooey with a little water, and then just fill it up. To make sure there's no air pocket inside, you press them firmly, maybe from bottom, from the top, from the sides, and then this should be good to go. So once it becomes a little firmer, I'll sponge it once again and make it smoother edges and lift this up.